Oh my God, here's the giant squid monster.
This thing could have gone terribly wrong.
The world's creepiest popcorn bucket. Oh, hell no. Back at Universal Studios Orlando, it's time for another Halloween Horror Nights 2023 update. The Tribute Store is opening for annual pass holders. We are in the middle of a hurricane and we have a tornado watch right now, so it is a full-on monsoon. They revealed all the food menus. We're gonna show you all the different new merchandise, all the new Easter eggs. So on that note, the HHN shirt of the day, it's kind of hard to see. It's got all the icons on it from HHN 25. So on that note, let's roll the commercial. And oh my God, the weather's so bad. And I'll see you inside the park. The rain is literally coming sideways right now. So all the little banners walking into Universal, they've all rolled them up because of the hurricane. Now we're walking in, the giant mega stuffed Oreo has been removed. The big HHN 32 medallion is gone. It'll be put back up. Villains Con is a 15-minute wait, and Despicable Me is a 25-minute wait. There is no one here at the park because of the weather. It's exposed, the wind has blown it back, and we can see the sign for the Exorcist Believer, and they've also set up the entire queue. Oh lordy. So it's only for annual pass holders today. When you guys are watching this, it'll all be open. But there's a massive line. Everybody's lined up. Here we go. AP. All right, we're getting closer. Wind has opened up the curtains. We can see the shot of the Yeti Campground Kill sign. Okay, it is our turn. We were headed in to the comic book shop, McPherson's Collectibles. All right, we're coming in. You first walk in. We're gonna start over here on this wall. The Tribute Store comics are quality comics. We have the curator right there. He's kind of like the icon of the Tribute Store right now. We even have a shot of Boris. We get to see actually Boris's face. That's surprising. So we have a comic book for Creature, Frankenstein, The Lost World, Dracula, The Wolfman, another Frankenstein comic book, The Phantom, Boris Karloff's Tales of Mystery, and then down here, From Earth to the Moon, and then Hercules. These are gonna be the comics that we saw in the front window that all have Easter eggs and connections to past houses. Okay, so over here, this is gonna be the standard version of the comic. So if you purchased your photo, right, there's a variation cover, but this is the standard kind of original. Over here, we got some little nods to Woody Woodpecker. Woody Woodpecker used to be here within the park. You can meet him over by Kid Zone. He's gone now. We have some really cool masks. This is a Jack mask. They actually sold within the park for Halloween Horror Nights. Here's a better shot of all the different comic books that were in the front. So some of them were covered up so you can actually see the full comic now. All right, so when you first come in, they have an album for Ghoulish. Ghoulish was the nighttime show from last year. As you can see, they put the number 31 for HHN 31 right there. Now the Earl the Squirrel album returned. This was in the Tribute Store last year. Spooky Sounds of Halloween, featuring the velvety voice of Earl the Squirrel. Side 1, spooky, scary Christmas lights, nuts about Halloween, hair in the treetop, and grim, grinning Earls. I wish that was an actual album that we could like listen to. They also have another album talked about the Easter egg right for the cemetery from last year from the Dark Ride. Okay, I like this. It's the cardboard cutout, right, of the curator. Terrifying new issue available now, and we're going to enter into the issue. All new comic release, brand new Terror available now. Are you ready to dive in? And then we're gonna head in. They always kind of do the whole layout of the map of the entire Tribute Store. So it says, welcome, we've been expecting you. Among these pages, you will find 4 stories that are designed to fill you with fear and leave you wanting more. As you turn the final page, try not to get trapped inside. Then here's a little shot of the curator. He's so spooky, sitting on like a pile of bones. It says the Tribute of Terror, October 2023. So it looks like the first room, tales that will scare you to the core, grave consequences. So we'll be entering into that story in the first room. It's just always so creepy out here at night. Story 1. We're gonna head over here to story 2. Boris, we got Boris right here. So it's gonna be the False Idols Part 1, a Boris Schuster mystery. And then the next room is gonna be Pay Up. And then the final one is gonna be Eyes of the Ripper. And then it says a Halloween Horror Nights comic book. Yes. First thing that you see is the Hollow Hills Cemetery. In last year's Tribute Store, Hollow Hills, it was the cemetery that you entered into in the Dark Ride. So you come over here, they have a cutout of the curator. What is he saying? Good evening. Welcome to tonight's first Tale of Terror. We find ourselves in the Hollow Hills Cemetery on an appropriately
creepy evening. Bernie and Jack are local lowlifes who are always out to make a quick buck. But tonight, they will learn that their actions may have some serious... Oh, this is awesome. So it's made to look like you're inside a comic book right now. I like this because this is like a proper comic book, right? So it says, look below and be astonished. Plenty of fun gear to choose from. Hats, bags, candies, t-shirts. Now, if you've ever read comic books, right, they always kind of have advertisements for like mail-in orders. So it's fitting them with that theme of having the merchandise within the comic page. Okay, so how this operates, you're going to start here and then you're going to read the entire comic throughout the entire room to discover what's happening. Here we are. Give me some more light, Pally. Then we come over here. How many times do we get to do this before you stop being a baby about it? It's just always so creepy out here at night with the moon and the birds and all these here corpses right beneath our feet. So here's a little shot of the cemetery. Quit here, Stalin, and let's go. I can't see the blasted thing over here. What was that? It says caca. And we come over here. I just don't see why we always have to come in here and take their stuff. Look here, old chap. So they start digging. Grave robbing is a victimless crime. All this fancy stuff these folks are buried with is just rotten in the ground. Besides, they ain't gonna miss it. They're dead. Then they dig more. Quit worrying about it. So they're digging, and then it gets down to the point where they hit a corpse and it says crash. No, it can't be. Ah, and the zombies rising up. It's like now the comic book has come to life. So now we have the giant zombie corpses coming after these guys. Leave us be. What do you want from us? This is awesome. You feel like you were in the middle of a freaking comic book. And even when you turn around here, they have another zombie corpse climbing out of the ground. And then we have the curator up here. It says, looks like the dead weren't about to take their thievery lying down. Or show off all the stuff we haven't talked about yet. $32. They have some shot glasses. I like it actually says shooter glasses on it. The new Dr. Oddfellow glass on stage. Scare Zones, Halloween Horror Night, $32. Got the tarot cards with a lot of the characters from the Scare Zones. You're looking at $15 for this glass. $65. They have the tie-dye design for this hoodie. And it's gonna have that same cool design with Dr. Oddfellow in the Scare Zones. But if you don't wanna wear a hoodie, it's a little too hot here in Florida, they got you covered. They have a standard black t-shirt, Universal Orlando Sea Magic Mystery, the Master of Horror, Dr. Oddfellow. Scare Zone. You're looking at $30 for the shirt, and then on the sleeve it says Halloween Horror Nights 2023. If you don't want to wear a hoodie or a shirt, they have a decal set, $12. That's pretty cool. Magic Mystery. For $20, they have a headband, the same design that they put on the freestyle cups and a lot of the merch. For $40, they have a skirt. We saw the shirt release with all the different houses on it, but for $18, they have a poster with all the different houses on it. I like this sign that says exciting items for the whole family. They put all the Little Boo stuff right there. For $12, they have the Little Boo glass. Now for $33, they have the Little Boo shirt. I would buy this in a heartbeat, but it's this coffin on the front, and then on the back, they got the Little Boo design. Put this on the front, and these would sell like hotcakes. They put this random coffin on the front. I'm not a fan of it. $75, this is the hot ticket of this year. It'd be this backpack, and there's a little raven that's like a little coin purse that's connected to it with a chain. So you got Little Boo right there, and then you're gonna have these vines along the side. So it's gonna say Halloween Horror Nights down there. Just nothing on the back, standard black. And then you come over here, and there's the creepy little rat right down there. But these things are flying off the shelf. So if you do not have this yet, I would say get it as soon as possible. $27, these have been selling out. It's the little succulent of Little Boo. Then they have some patches with a raven with an eyeball, the coffin, and a Little Boo patch. You're looking at $15 for the patch set. $22 for the AirPod case, and then $38 for the iPhone case. $38, they have another iPhone case with all that kind of house icons on it. $15, they have a little pin set. You have Little Boo, the coffin, and then the raven. We got the weekly magnet releases. We're gonna start with the Little Boo one, then the Ouija board, Chucky, then we got the Dr. Oddfellow, then The Last of Us, and then the tarot cards, and then Exorcist Believer, the Scare Zones, and the last one is Hellfire Club. So these things do sell out, so you gotta come every single week and pick up a new magnet. But for $14, they got the first magnet with the Little Boo on it. $15, and they have some new Halloween Horror Nights lanyards. Okay, so you're entering into Boris Schuster's office, right? So when you're in New York, you can see Boris's office. The team did such an amazing job transporting you into a comic book. Just the paint job is beautiful. Welcome to the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps. But this doesn't stop from having its fair share of nightmares. Better beware. This is a story I like to call False Idols Part 1, a Boris Schuster mystery. Oh my God, they even put Nom Nom. If you didn't know, Nom Nom is in the New York area, and annual pass holders hide little trinkets and stuff for other annual pass holders. That is such an amazing little Easter egg. And then they recreated the posters that are also in Sting Alley. We got this like fish guy right here, and then we come over here. He's holding a newspaper. More strange sightings in the city. Disappearances on the rise. What do you think this is?
So it looks like on the Great Movie Ride, if you remember, I'm sure Chris remembers.
Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road.
If you remember, there was a scene where you had to stop at a red light, because even in the movies you had to wait at the light, and then the gangsters would come out and they'd shoot out, they'd rob your vehicle, and then the gangster would get on and he'd shoot out the red light and he'd go, look, no more red light. And up here it looks like there is like a shot out red light and there's a green light, so there's no more red light, even in the comic book.
Now we're heading in to this room. Oh my god, they got projections of the water. What the f? They recreated the Finnegan's Bar and Grill. Oh my god, here's the giant squid monster that they were teasing in the window. What? Okay, we don't want to spoil the story right now. Let's go back to the beginning. Okay, so we're gonna start with the comic over here. We have Boris in the office. This city has a problem, a sickness, a plague. These creatures, every day there are more of them. Not quite man, not quite fish, something else. No one knows what they are or where they came from. All we know is the more of them we see, the more people seem to be going missing. I've been on this case for a month. Nothing but blurry photos and a handful of witness reports that can be considered shaky at best, until finally there was a break. Now we come over here, one that cost me a partner, a brother. Oh, Boris lost his brother. Come into Boris's office. God, I don't think you understand how good this is. Okay, so now we're gonna figure out what's going on with the case. And there she was, the big break, standing right in my doorway. Can I help you, miss? Perhaps. I'm looking for Joe Schuster. Are you now? Says, well, miss, I hate to break it to you, but Jake is dead. Jake is dead? I see. When? I mean, how did it happen? That is. Bullet to the gut. Seems he was getting a little too close to some valuable information. Now, may I ask, what is it to you, ma'am? Your brother. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. That is, why so interested in my brother's well-being? My name is Gladio Rourke. Your brother was helping me. I'm afraid I've got some rather unpleasant people after me. Joe offered protection and had something that might help him in his investigations. I offered it to him in exchange for his services. You didn't know? Now, Miss O'Rourke, what exactly was that you had for him and was worth him getting a belly full of lead? This. The subway station with the locker should be right up ahead. The city is so eerie these days. The streets are so empty, and the sounds have gotten almost otherworldly. With those creatures all over the place, I don't really blame these folks for staying indoors. Hopefully, whatever is in the locker of yours can help get to the bottom of this whole mess. Look at where it got them. I hate to break it to you, miss, but I believe we are being followed. Undoubtedly. All right, then we come over to the subway locker. Here we are. This is it. And then this is that little like Cthulhu statue that we saw inside Boris's office. All right, then over here it says, from what I've discovered, it is an ancient artifact, some sort of cult relic that is somehow related to these creatures. I had began deciphering the inscriptions on it when my work was interrupted. Hold on a minute. Cult? Relic? Inscriptions? Just who are you? How'd you find Jake and me? You better start talking, lady. How did you get this thing? Says, see, boss, I told you. She had it. They led us right to it. A very good question indeed, Mr. Schuster. Tell us, Miss Rourke, where did you acquire this item? Indeed you did. My associate here, Mr. Barnabas, has been on your trail for quite some time now, Miss Rourke. He told me all about you and how you came into possession of my property. These the guys who've been giving you trouble? Yes. Well, gentlemen, I don't know who you are and I don't particularly care, but if this thing has anything to do with what's been going on in this city, I think I'll sleep better if I hold on to it for a while myself. Sir, my name is Obi Gutman, and I assure you, you are meddling in things you know very little about. Barnabas, please bring me my idol, and I'm Boris. Bang! He shoots. Time to go, miss. Say he is shot in the face. Try all you want. You can't stop it. It's too late. He will rain again. Gonna be going by the hotel. They're running. Boris, look. My God. Boris, the idol. The inscription. Read it out loud. Hurry. Here goes nothing. Wait, what? And then it cuts to this massive, like Cthulhu creature breaking through the wall. All right, then we come over here. It says, oh no, it's a fake. Is that paint, question mark? To be continued. Bum, bum, bum. We come over here. What is the curator saying? It says, nothing worse than getting put on the spot when you ain't got the goods. Can't wait to see how old Boris gets out of this one. And we come down here and it says, New York souvenirs cheap.
Okay, so we're only gonna read through 2 comic books today. My dyslexia is kicking my butt reading all of this stuff. Over the next coming videos, we'll talk about each one of the rooms because each room has a different comic. So we're gonna read through each comic in the upcoming videos. We're just gonna do 2 today, but we'll show you the rest of the tribute story and everything. I'm thoroughly impressed. It is hard to impress me, and the creative team, time after time again, outdoes themselves. I don't know how they do it, but this is truly something special and unique.
We have a shadow projection down here. with the effect on the door. Oh, Boris is erasing his name off the window. Look at this detail. So when you have the magnifying glass, you can actually read what it's saying. It says fish people. But when you're just looking at it like this, it's just standard simple lines. So if we come down here, we have a poster for Join Gerg. So if you didn't know, Gerg is kind of another mascot of the tribute store. Looks like he's doing ghost hunting. Call yesterday for membership details. If we did our jobs right, you'll never see time ghosts. Have you always wanted to be part of something beyond your understanding? Having deja vu while being terrorized by time ghosts? A feeling of dread when you wake up 1 minute before your alarm clock? Or Spokes Llama Gerg. Now the backstory behind Gerg the Llama is actually pretty funny. There's a creative team member called Greg. He does a lot of the really cool stuff within the tribute store. We used to see like Happy Birthday Greg hop up within the tribute store, but then Greg was ordering a coffee from Starbucks, and when it read his name out, it said Gerg. So they switched all the little Easter eggs from Greg to Gerg. So that's why Gerg the Llama is called Gerg. So it's technically Greg, but it's also Gerg. So that's the backstory behind Gerg the Llama. There's a mystery Stranger Things set. That's going to be the chaser. And each one of the pins are going to be $16, $38. They have the phone case for Stranger Things, $22 at the AirPod case, $15 for a Stranger Things patch set, and then $14 for a magnet set, $18 for this poster, $15 for the Vecna keychain, and then $14 for the ID with the little zip. And then it's nice because you have the stained glass from the house from Stranger Things season 4. $30, they have a new Last of Us shirt. The clicker looks like the birthplace of Little Boo a little bit, but you have Joel and Ellie right there. 30 bucks, and then on the sleeve it'll say The Last of Us. $55, they have a long sleeve kind of sweatshirt. On the front it says Halloween Horror Nights 2023. Along the sleeve is going to say The Last of Us. $18, they got the Last of Us poster. $30, they have a new Exorcist shirt. So there's the girls. It says Halloween Horror Nights 2023. I'm just not a fan of any of this Exorcist merchandise. $15, they have a patch set. So we have a mold machine here. It's not operating right now. Gilman last year, Frankenstein. This year is The Bride, and there's also a new one coming soon. You know, we'll do this when it arrives. $15, some Stranger Things patches. $18 for a Hellfire necklace. It says Demo Bat Slayer. $20 for these little Demo Bat earrings. $12 for this amazing Vecna cup. You have Eddie right there, then Vecna when he's all strung up, and then Max, and then the clock. Then they have the light up Stranger Things bracelets. It says Hellfire on it. I believe these are like $8. $45 for the sign. So it's kind of like they're playing D&D. You have the Demigorgon right there, the Hellfire Club logo. $90. This thing is going to sell out. It's like a denim jacket hoodie. Halloween Horror Nights 2023. And then on the hood it says Stranger Things, but then on the back it says the Hellfire Club. So you can purchase all those different patches and put them on this like jean jacket denim hoodie. $30. They have Dustin's thinking cap. It's got the Hellfire Club right there, and then on the back it's going to say Halloween Horror Nights 2023. You can get Surfer Boy Pizza gummy pizza bites. $30. They have the Surfer Boy Pizza. This is going to be black light reactive. And then on the back it says delivered hot to your door. They do have a Stranger Things candle. It's $20. It's going to smell kind of like cinnamon meets like old-timey wood. $10. You're going to have a Stranger Things Hellfire shot glass. $37 for the Hellfire Club baseball cut tee. So it's not a short sleeve, but it's not a long sleeve. But I like that it's got a little metallic reactive to it of the skull. So it says Hellfire Club. That's a really dope design. $37. It's kind of like fringed in the back. But it's going to be the stained glass from Vecna's house. Halloween Horror Nights 2023. It's a really cool design. $25. This might be the best mug ever designed for HHN. So it's got like Vecna's skin. We have the clock. It says Stranger Things 4 in the back. And then on the inside, it's all of his vines. Goes all the way down to the bottom. They have a mask of 11. The Stranger Things Funko mask. I think it's like 40 bucks with her nose bleeding. Some Stranger Things little sugar stick. $25. It says Stranger Things Vecna on it. This is going to be the kid's shirt, but the adult shirt is incredible. All right, this is going to be $30. It is going to be the Universal Studios Hollywood archway. This is such a beautifully designed shirt. And then on the sleeve, it's also changing colors. They also have chocolate bars, 3 different chocolate bars. First one is going to be milk chocolate. then dark chocolate, then milk chocolate with Rice Krispies inside. $28 for this Vecna drawstring bag. It kind of has a bit of a tie-dye design to it, but I love the design of Vecna. It's got a zipper right here, so you can put stuff in the zipper, but then also stuff within the bag. Inside the bag, there's all the vines. This is such a great design. That is all the special annual pass holder exclusive. The Dueling Dragon stuff, $30. You could say Universal Orlando Halloween Horror Nights. So you're gonna have the dragons right there. You could say Dueling Dragons down there. On the back it says Choose Thy Fate. And then on the sleeve it says UOAP. $20 for the Dueling Dragons annual pass holder sock. So one is ice, the other one is fire. And then $18 you could purchase the same design on an annual pass holder poster. $22 for a vanity plate. $26 for the annual pass holder handle. It smells kind of like a campfire. And then $15 for this patch. A lot of people are probably gonna buy this. All right, we're walking in the hallway. It's gonna say welcome to the tribute hallway of frights. We have the curator right there. We got the whole wall right here. Oh my gosh, we got Sam and Jackie right there. Oh, they are in quite the kerfuffle right there. Look at them. They're hanging out with the devil. I like that this guy dressed up as Thor. He's got like the beer mug and the wig and everything. This guy and his dog are being attacked. They just have the dog being attacked by all the corpses. That's what happens when you go digging for a bone. Here it is. I've been reusing the exact same photo for like 3 years. So you could purchase one of these. They're like $95. They send you this after the tribute store. So I got version 1. You come down here and then there it is. It's time to head into room number 3. Oh, what is going on with this guy? They have a motorcycle here. They have Jim's Diner. This is awesome. So you're inside the diner and the tribute store snacks are kind of at the diner, right? Mountains and malts, the sign in the back. We have the wall of Chucky. And if you head over here, it kind of continues the story in the diner. We got tons of fun goodies. We'll try it throughout the season. But we got the classic brownies, the cookie dough eyeballs. Look at this. I'm gonna try this today. The bloody brain cheesecake. We have some the planchettes. We even have a little boo cookie, a black cat cookie, a Chucky whoopie pie, and then a Chucky trifle cake. Then there's a Chucky s'mores, the Hellfire cupcake, the Bat Slayer cake jar. Comes with a collectible little cauldron. There's some little macarons. We have the Freak, the Hellfire Club, the Russian Demigorgon, and then 11. They got the jukebox playing. Over here, they have a dead corpse. Again, we'll talk about the story a little later. The other mold machine, it's not operating yet. It's a work in progress, but they're gonna have the Mummy in this room. You can purchase your Coca-Cola here. Okay, we got all the Studio Screamers merch. I was so excited to buy all my little mystery packs. Where are they? They have a Chucky Funko Pop mask. $27. They have a Chucky action figure. $18. There's a Good Guys mug. This is gonna be the big hot seller of the year. Purchase a Chucky popcorn bucket first. Fill is free. I talk, I light up, I see you. $45 for this popcorn bucket. You gotta say, hey Chucky, I hate you. Oh, hell no. Hey Chucky.
This thing is utterly terrifying, but I can appreciate it. So you gotta say, hey Chucky, and he'll talk to you. Figures in the back, his eyes light up and move. $45, you get this, the world's creepiest popcorn bucket.
So it says Good Guys on the strap. He's got his little voodoo knife right there. My question is not about what happened to him. My question is, what happened to his shoes? Now, $75 for a Chucky bag. There's a zipper in the front, and then along the side, there's just some blood. But then we already went over all this other stuff. At $34, they have a Chucky bucket hat. Now, the cool thing about this is it's reversible. So when you flip it around, it's gonna look like Chucky's shirt that he wears. $45, they kind of have these like overalls, like sweatpant overalls. It says, wanna play. There's an actual pocket right there. And then on the back, it says, I'm your friend to the end. And then $18 for this Chucky pin. Final little scene, again in the story, is like at the diner, the devil has risen up and everybody's on fire. Heading into the final room. Oh, this is getting spooky. All right, so we're entering into the Eyes of the Ripper. They have all the missing posters. Again, for this room, we'll go over a full detail in an upcoming video, the whole story. All the different wanted posters. And over here, this is the queue. This is a lot more efficient than how it kind of was last year. An actual line and everything. So I think they're really understanding how this space works now for the tribute store. We have the Ripper just hanging out in this little alleyway. Now, they had this last year in the tribute store. It's the Legend of Halloween. It's like a kid's novel of the film of Halloween. Okay, they have custom ornaments. These are all like $70+. See You in the Fog, Choose Thy Weapon, HHN 32. Here's like a little ghost. So these are all hand painted, but they are like $70+. And then here's one UOAP. $65. I have a Hellfire Club bag with a demo bat, Stranger Things little patch on it. Got a chain, and then on the side, it's gonna say Halloween Horror Night 2023. It's gonna follow the comic book throughout the entire room. Then it's gonna end with the Ripper. Oh man, okay, I cannot wait to unveil the story to you guys. When you're exiting, so you're gonna come over here. They always have the collectible coins, medallions, Halloween tribute store. The medallions for the year, you're gonna have Vecna, you got the Hellfire Club, and then a Chucky Let's Play, and their little Gordon Savior Little Boo. You can get all 4 designs for $15, and they do take a card, which is nice. The last thing you see is a newsstand. What do we got over here? Gas prices hit a new high. I'm gonna have to read through all of this, see if there's anything in here. So over here at the newsstand, we got some of the creative team members up here in the Tribute of Terror comic book. Oh gosh, that guy's being attacked. Got all sorts of bloodied candy. Remember, shoplifting is a crime. Thanks. No refunds from this newsstand. The Daily Tribune. So we have the guy right here checking everybody out. Down here we have New York City, like a local, using the subway. Jack is right back there in a photo. They also have some more comic book covers that we didn't get to see. These were from Case File. Death by Dolly, Massacre at the Museum, Murder by Mannequins, Murder of the Moss Man, The Beast Unleashed, and Evidence the Contrary. We're back on the stairs out here. It is time for the tribute store snacks. So this is gonna be like a brain. It's like maybe like a raspberry or strawberry jelly on top. It's gonna be like a white chocolate cheesecake. That looks pretty decent. Nice fluffy like frosting. Definitely hit you with that white chocolate. That kind of hint of that like very artificial, like a berry, like a strawberry on top. I'm gonna do like a 7 out of 10. I wouldn't get it again, but it's not bad. The next spooky treat we got was the whoopie pie. It's gonna be a Chucky whoopie pie. There's like cookies and cream frosting inside. Now the cookies and cream frosting within the tribute store is always incredible. Let's see how this is. It's very thick, very sugary. Okay, the cookies and cream frosting is brilliant within it. It's so good. I just want a tub of that frosting. The frosting is so good, but the sponge cake is the weakest part because it's very like chewy and moist, but not the good moist cake type of way. So I think we're gonna do a 7.5 because I love the inside cookies and cream frosting so much. The wind is like ripping off the top of the public library over there. That's not a good sign. All the menus have popped up here, so we're gonna run through everything. So here at the Last of Us booth, we're gonna have the cordyceps corn dog, Korean cheese dog with cordyceps, crispy potato sticks, full cream sauce, and sprouts. That looks amazing. I'm excited to try that. So over here, they're gonna have the twisted tater. You're gonna have seasoned salt, garlic parmesan, sour cream and chives, porcini powder, or a ghost pepper powder you can put on your twisted tater. At the Yeti food booth, we got the bloody campground poutine. This thing was my favorite thing from the Taste of Terror. Then they also have the bloody snowball chocolate cake with marshmallow buttercream and decadent coconut. There's also the vegan burnt ends poutine. That was also pretty decent when I had it. And then we got ghoul juice. There's bitters in it. And then the electric death with bitters in it. All right, Surfer Boy pizza. We got Hawaiian pizza, vegan pizza, cheese pizza, Yuri's favorite. It's gonna be a chocolate cake with peanut butter mousse and with Reese's Pieces. It's gonna be coming like a little collectible like Jif peanut butter jar. Then we also have the Surfer Boy Tropical Dream. Now this was at the Taste of Terror. I forgot to try it though, but there is no bitters in this. Then there's also the Lacto Cooler returning. This thing is incredible. Okay, so over here, right next to Boris's office, is gonna be O'Rourke's Bar and Grill. And it's gonna be connected to what's happening within the comic right now. This is all connected, again, to Boris Schuster and the scene. It's located right there, and then here's Boris's office. And then over here in Sting Alley, they have the menu board up. So it's gonna be the Left Behind ravioli, then there's gonna be the Lakeside meat stew, and then the Federal Ration bar. It's just kind of like a Rice Krispie treat. Then there's the Salt Lake City iced coffee with bitters in it. But they've added a new sign that says, "Look for the light" right here. They've also added the Firefly graffiti to this door. Now over here at the Chucky booth, they have the fried chicken. Till then, this is the worst thing that I had at Taste of Terror. It was so bad. Maybe they improved it, but it's fried popcorn chicken tossed in a Nashville hot sauce, the ranch, and then there's also the Chucky's Pop Dead popcorn, hot Cheetos flavored popcorn that they're gonna have here at the food booth. Here in Shipyard 32, they've added more blood to the animatronic. He's just covered in blood now. All right, they've added a sign right here for the Peacock Halloween Horror Bar. They've also added some posters. All right, now they have an advertisement for Five Nights at Freddy's. Now they have a drink theme for Five Nights at Freddy's. It is an adult beverage. Then they also have Chucky on Peacock. It's only the first season though. And then there's also an advertisement for Wolf Like Me. There's that Josh Gad up there. And then Sick. And then there's nothing new that I can see. And then we also have a sign right up here for Halloween Horror Nights. This is where I think David S. Pumpkins will show up. Now over here is where the Universal Monsters like food booth was. It has all been removed. I thought they were gonna have another food booth over here, but nothing has been installed. Tonight is team member previews, and then it opens on the 1st. I don't know if we're getting food booths over here. Over by Men in Black, they've added the signs for the Last of Us entrance. This is the smallest sign I've ever seen in my entire life. There's these giant red bars on each side, so you'll enter here. I don't know where Express is gonna enter, and then exit is right here, and they'll have the wait times right there. It's really hard to spot this sign, because you literally have a shrub right here. So That's an interesting design choice for that. Over here, they've added some seating. It's like plastic chairs so people can chill out. Normally there would be a bar set up right here for HHN.
It's amazing. So to help promote the bar from Springfield for the Peacock Bar, it says Spiked Spirits over here.
And they've removed the police car right here because they don't want, like, you know, the drunk people climbing all over it. So they just put the boxes here. There's some little universal ducklings over here. Over here by Springfield and the DeLorean, we're gonna have butternut and duck confit with roasted butternut squash filled pastry. That sounds awesome. There's also gonna be a witch's cauldron stew, green chili and chicken stew served with a skeleton cornbread. So over here by Animal Actors, they have a little sign set up. It says Animal Actors Premium Bar, Twisted Taters this way. We've also added some more tables over here. Then we have the sign over here, Twisted Taters, Twisted Combo with a Twisted Iced Tea. You can add the queso to it. So Twisted Tea, hard iced tea. You can get a little combo with it. Spider webs are holding on for dear life with all this rain. I'm honestly surprised they didn't take down the bat. And then over here in the Day of the Dead booth, we're gonna have walking taco, then a vegan walking taco, then an El Pastor torta, some chicharrones with the cinnamon sugar on it. All right, so it's official over here. This is gonna be the Mel's Dine. They're gonna have that bloody peanut burger here, standard cheeseburger, confetti battered Oreos. Sounds awesome. Chocolate chip cookie, but they're setting up for team member previews tonight. So standard guests can't get the food, but team members can tonight. All right, over here by Midway Delights, we're gonna have the Oddfellow Carnival dog, a red hot dog with a confetti hot dog bun, Kool-Aid pickles, bubblegum mustard, and potato sticks. They're also gonna have these sour apple pie funnel fries. Over here by Rip Ride Rocket for the Stellar Bar, we're gonna have the cheddar jalapeno Hellfire Club, and the specialty drink is gonna be a peanut butter smuggler. That sounds interesting. Now here at Papa Nana, they have the adorable new collectible Little Bob Halloween popcorn bucket. All right, we got it. You do get an annual pass holder discount, and you can ask for the popcorn on the side, so you don't get popcorn within. How's the banana popcorn?
It's interesting. It's like a sweet kettle corn, and it's got like that little bit of like a taste of like that artificial like Laffy Taffy banana flavor.
It's stuck in my teeth now and it tastes like banana.
We hopped into the main Universal gift shop. They've added a little Bob. That's Franken Bob. It glows in the dark. It's a little kid shirt. It's $25. Now they have all these masks in here. They even have Jeepers Creepers down there. Here's like a fanny pack bag. It's gonna be $35. Mixtape, a bunch of little logos. This is really cool. Vecna's on the back. Halloween Hornets 2023. I didn't see this in the tribute store. This is Exorcist shirt that I like. It says Exorcist Believer. It's very reminiscent, right, of the original logo. It's nice and simple, but 30 bucks. I like the design. All right, we're heading out of Universal right now, heading to CityWalk. They do have a sign up for Halloween Horror Nights out here. Never go alone. We're gonna get something to eat real quick. One of my favorite places here at CityWalk, Cowfish. All right, the fish tank here, the Cowfish has returned. He's been missing, but there he is. Oh, and there's the other little one. Oh, look at him. But it's like a giant sushi burger. This is such an adorable little popcorn bucket. Like little Bob's eyes move. Oh, I cannot wait to get candy. I cannot wait for HHN to start. Then in the back is where the popcorn goes. See, I will take this over Chucky any day as a popcorn bucket. Okay, so the massive burger that I got is gonna be the Rise and Swine Burger. Cheddar cheese, grilled Black Forest ham, honey side egg, applewood smoked bacon, grilled onions with a cowfish sauce on an onion roll. Now, I've had a lot of the burgers here. I've never had this one. This one looks pretty solid. These burgers are so hefty. Oh, the egg, the bacon. Okay, just finished. Pretty solid burger. They're always super hefty, great toppings. I do wish the burger kind of had a little bit more punch, a flavor in there, but I'm gonna do 8.5. If you need a good solid burger at CityWalk, come here, get the Rise and Swine. It's a good time. There's so much fatty goodness within it. Get some sweet potato fries. They're crispy and crunchy. They're always good. Cowfish is one of my favorite places to eat at CityWalk. You can always count on it time and time again. If you're a fan of burgers, they got good burgers. If you're a fan of sushi, they got good sushi.
Doing a team member preview for the Dead Coconut Club. Annual pass holders is tomorrow, and you guys are watching it today. They're letting all the team members in.
They have the 3D Universal Monsters right there. There's the fancy new sign. They got the fog going. The HHN timeout tents have appeared here in the parking garage. This is where like all the crazy drunk people go if they're acting up within the park. The police send them over here.
Okay, now guys, we're back in the office now. Let's talk about the Halloween Horror Nights 2023 tribute store. What are my thoughts about it? It is very special. It is very unique. I don't know if everybody's gonna appreciate it because when you go in, you have to read the comics. If you don't read the comics, I don't think you're gonna understand the rooms. Because you're like reading the comics, then you become part of the comic, then you go back into the comics, then you become part of the comic. That's how they like featured every single room. So if you don't read the comics, I feel like you're not gonna get the most bang for your buck when you're experiencing each one of those rooms. First room was great. Second room with Boris, oh my God, was a masterpiece. That is the creative team at their peak, using every single asset that they've learned over these tribute stores to create that unique little environment. And then the hallway, I feel like needs some more posters or some more decorations or something with all the comics. Then the diner, I felt like was the weakest room. And then the final room was awesome. I cannot wait to like talk about that entire story and everything. The level of detail is insane. Universal had some big balls, right, by like approving this project, because you look at theme parks like Disney, they would never approve anything original. They would have just stuck with the IP. They would have done a Last of Us room, a Stranger Things room. Universal has so much faith in their creative team that they can pull off something special and unique. There are no IPs in these rooms. There's the merchandise, which is IP based, but when you're in each one of those comic book rooms, it is truly original. They created all that art. They actually created a comic book. It's now for sale. I'm gonna be going to the tribute store today to go purchase it. They're connecting the original stories and the original lore with just names that were on buildings, and that is not an easy thing to do. This thing could have gone terribly wrong, but it is a masterpiece. It is so good. You feel like you're in the comic book. Every single room has a different art style, a different paint design, and different fonts. You feel like you're truly immersed in each one of those little worlds and comics. Every single tribute store is now feeling like its own little story. It's an event. Huge shout out to all the creative team. Thank you so much for working those long hours, putting in the effort. You can just tell the passion is put into every single nook and cranny within the tribute store. And that does not happen at places like Disney. There's nothing original happening at Disney. And that's why I've been saying Universal is gonna take the lead. You are not prepared for Epic Universe. Disney is not ready for the next 5 to 10 years with what Universal is about to pull off. I cannot wait to keep going back to the tribute store, covering more story elements, more little Easter eggs. There's so much within that tribute store. It's a store. It's a temporary seasonal store. When you guys do go into the tribute store, please take your time, enjoy the details, enjoy the environment, because it is temporary. Let me know down in the comments if you have been to the tribute store. What'd you think about it? What was your favorite room? Tonight is the opening of Revenge of the Dead Coconut Club. That video will be coming out tomorrow. Then it is opening night of HHN 32. The time has come. So guys, on that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button, join the family.
I love the family.
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Universal Studios and Halloween Horror Nights around the country. Guys, I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon.
Stuck in my teeth now and it tastes like banana.
The whole parking garage has just become like a giant water park. And there's just tons of hooterade coming down from the upper level.